Hi, good afternoon all. This should be a good one. All right, the boys are in Tampa. They're getting ready to get this back-to-back set off the schedule. And I'm still hoping for a split. I'm hoping the Sabres can go in there, surprise the Lightning. As we know, this is a team with a lot of character that we're playing. They're on their home ice. I was looking at the numbers. The numbers are just terrible. The last, how many games we've played in Tampa, they're not good. But overall, we're something like 59-44 lifetime there. But don't forget, Tampa had a lot of bad teams for a long time before they became a franchise like this. So this should be one that one for the ages if we win it. I'll tell you that. If we win it, I'm pretty sure, guys, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a dramatic game. That I'm pretty sure about. I think we're going to be a little bit upset yesterday. Let's hope we don't look flat like we did in what do you call it, Kraken land there, Seattle. Let's hope we don't look like we did that game. As long as that team doesn't show up, should be an entertaining game. The guys are playing, so I'm not too worried. Really, guys, I'm not too worried that we won't show up. I think we'll show up for this game. Will we last right to the third period is the question, because our legs are going to catch up to us, and it's going to be a tough one, but it's okay. This is what I want. These are hard games, knocking off the schedule, but as long as we play 500 hockey in this spell, I'm good. Now, don't forget, guys, after today, we come home to 4 games. You know, we start with Arizona, and then we got Jack Eichel and the Golden Knights in town. So that should be really, I'm pretty sure there'll be fans at that game. That I was thinking about it. You know, it's like, okay, they're probably not going to pack the house to see Arizona. That's probably a gimme. That's not happening. But against Jack Eichel and company, I think there should be a good-sized crowd, especially since we beat them in that dramatic game last year. Should be a big-sized crowd for that. And, of course, we're going to do everything humanly possible to beat them again. You know, they're playing really good. But we got them. We got the Bruins soon. I mean, these are good games that can really let us know where we're at. Where are we at exactly, you know? Can we just beat teams that are not top-tier teams or not? We're going to see. Because beating Vegas right now, they're a top team. There's no doubt they are. They're playing like it. I'm not really surprised. I kind of expected them to make the playoffs this year. And they're not in yet. They haven't solidified anything. It's early. But I think they're going to get in unless Leonard comes back earlier than expected and causes a disruption in that dressing room. Because right now their young goalie, Thompson's he's just playing great, like he did last year. You know, everybody's talking that they're losing Leonard and all this, and everybody just forgets just how good their young goalie was playing last year. So this is good. This is good for us. There's a good test coming up. Now, what I'm hoping, guys, is that we go in the dressing room. This is what I'm hoping, that the guys are saying, you know, everybody, we got to win this game. If we have any intention of making the playoffs this year, we got to get a split on this road trip. I'm hoping this is the kind of conversations going on in the dressing room right now, because that's the mentality we have. But are they talking openly about it? Are they talking openly about making the playoffs already after their good start? They should be. They should be in the dressing room addressing this, not like leaving it there, something we shouldn't talk about because we haven't done this for 11 years. Let's talk about breaking this thing and getting in. There's no reason they shouldn't. So I'm hoping they do that today. I'm hoping they're in the dressing room and they're discussing it with each other and saying, you know what, guys, let's get this. Let's get this, and, you know, let's keep pushing ahead of time for that playoff spot. When, you know, a few months passes pretty darn quick in this league. All of a sudden, game 82 is here, and if you're 1 point out, so I'm just thinking these are the games now that hopefully we don't let slip out of our fingers. Yesterday, I can live with that loss because the better team won. But if the Sabres outplay Tampa today and lose, I'm going to be frustrated that we didn't get a split. So, you know, I don't want to jump too far ahead to the playoffs, but I'm thinking about it today, guys, in a game like this. A game like this, we should be talking about playoffs. Because if the Sabres win today, it's time for us to start thinking about maybe they might get in this year. But I got to see them win a game like this first, on a trip where They're flying, they're getting off a plane, they're rushing. There's no time to really warm up. Practice, there's no time today. It's boom, boom. You're right into the next game. And if the Sabres can get this one, if they can get this one, it's a very successful road trip, in my opinion, because we played really good in the game we lost. I thought we played really good yesterday. I haven't really checked all the notes what you guys thought yesterday. I thought we played really good yesterday in that game. Dahlin was everywhere. He was everywhere again. And you know what? He got rewarded with that late goal in the last second. He got rewarded for his night right there because he really did play well. Cousins played well again. The team is showing up, guys, and it's time that we just kind of get used to it and go with it. Right now, today, why shouldn't we expect them to win? Why not? I'm sick of having respect for all these teams that have had success before us. I really am. I'm sick of it. So, no, the hell with Tampa Bay, really. They've won all their cups. They've had their glory. They've done their thing. It's time that, the young and up-and-coming teams do something like today, walk into their rink and say, no, we're going home with a split. So this is what I'm hoping to see today. If the Sabres can get a split, guys, we're good. We're good, because then we're coming home for 4. And in that 4-game set, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we're going to maybe make a pre-video on this or something. Maybe we'll talk about that 4 games, because if we get a split here, this 4 games coming up at home becomes monstrous. It does. It's already huge, but it becomes really big because we can establish ourselves with the big boys all of a sudden and fall in there all of a sudden. Just one of those teams that's a top-tier team in the league early. But I'd rather be in the top than in the bottom early. It just makes more sense in the long run. If we have another good close to the season, then all of a sudden we're maybe in the playoffs, guys, and we're all tripping, freaking out. So games like today, I'm going to go on this again. I hope the Sabres in the dressing room are having discussions on this, saying, you know what, we got to win today. We just got to win today. If we win today and we come out of this with a split, they'll say it too. This is our objective. We came in here hoping to get a split. This is our chance. So they got to get this going. They got to get this right. And I'm not sure about Lyubushkin, closing out on that. I'm not sure about Lyubushkin, but he went on this road trip, so I suspect he might be in the lineup tonight. I don't see it anywhere. I don't see anything about it. If it is, I just missed it. I didn't see it. But if Lyubushkin's in, that'll help. That will help. And I'm just hoping, guys, another good solid effort. And the power play show up today, get a few goals. We had, actually, we were 1 for 5 in the power play, but we kind of were just passing a bit too much. It wasn't like we weren't controlling play, but we were passing a little too much again, trying to set up for that perfect shot all the time. Sometimes you got to just throw it at the net. Especially if a team's got you covered, throw it at the net and screen the goalie, see what happens. Crazy rebound goes to a guy, he's wide open. Things can happen. Anyway, let's go Sabres. Let's try and get the split on the road. And hopefully we come home, with 2 points. I'll be good with that. All right, guys, I'll see you in the post game. Either way, have a good one.